Hey, what's going on, kids? I'm Sean from Start to Finish Gaming, and welcome back to Episode 7 here on ARK Survival Evolved. Guys, in the last episode, we went over to Genesis, and we got ourselves another saber. We also got ourselves some Velociraptors. We ended up getting a few different creatures. If you guys haven't checked out that video, in the right-hand corner right about now is a link sending you on over there. So definitely check out that video. Then come on back to this one. In between these two episodes, we also did the first live stream of the series because I had a lot of breeding to get done, so I wanted to do that with you guys on a live stream. It ended up going about 3.5 hours. I am going to kind of make a short version of it just to go over the highlights of everything that we did in that episode. If I do, in fact, have that done at this point, in the right-hand corner right about now, hopefully, there'll be another link sending you over to kind of the shortcutty version to let you guys know what happened in that live stream. If not, I'll kind of go over it and everything right now too. But anyways, we have a few creatures that I'm introducing you guys to. So we have Chris. This is going to be our saber and everything that we did in the live stream. Reason is it has Christmas colors, so we kind of went along the lines of Kris Kringle, that kind of thing. Now Chris unfortunately did not get a perfect 100% imprint. I ended up going back, switching up the imprinting and all that kind of stuff to actually balance it out. I think it's the imprint frequency. We had it 0.007. It is now 0.006, which allowed us to get a full imprinted dino, essentially. So this one is fully imprinted and everything. Stats-wise, we're looking at 2280, 1496 in stamina, which I have put a couple levels in stamina at this point, 397 weight, and 359 melee damage, so not looking too bad there. On top of that, I did go ahead and actually breed up the Maywings because I thought about it. I kind of want a Maywing to kick around with, and it's nice to get a fully imprinted one. So I have, in fact, ended up naming it Fluffs. I think this thing the name just goes with it, honestly. I really like the name, so we're going to stick with this. But overall stats, we're looking at 3267, 1350 in stam, which I'll keep bumping up that stam, honestly, on him. 854 weight, which is pretty damn good, honestly. I'm really excited about that. And then 309 melee damage. So it's not going to be a fighter, but if it does need to protect itself, it has a little bit of melee to work with. Finally, we have our Velociraptor. Now, in the actual live stream, I only actually got 2 of them done, which are those 2 over there. I have, in fact, gotten the other 2. They are set up over here. We have the perfect male, perfect female there, and I've went ahead and finally got my own, which I have leveled and everything, and I have ended up naming it myself. I've went with Taserface, which, if you guys have seen Guardians of the Galaxy, you'll get the reference. So, went with this guy, Taserface. I'm really liking it, honestly. Overall, what we're looking at here is 3687 in health, 2070 in stam, which I've gotten a few levels, so I've bumped that into stam so far, 600 in weight, and 382 melee damage, so looking really good with this guy overall. Now, what do I actually want to do today? So, we're getting to that point, honestly, guys. We're level 57, 58, somewhere around there. We're very close to 63, which is when we unlock the Trank Darts, I believe, so we're right at that cusp. There's a couple of dinos that I feel like we need to get at this point, which is the resource dinos, the harvesting dinos. There are 3 in particular I usually always get, which is the Anky for metal, the Doedicurus for stone, and then finally the Mammoth for wood. So that's what we're going to be doing today. First things first, though, we're going to be taking the Maywing all the way over to Herbivore Island, because Herbivore Island tends to have some Ankys, sometimes Doedicuruses on there, and it's just a heck of a lot easier to knock them out in an area that's relatively safe. On our way there, there is a couple of Explorer notes, so I'm going to bring the Saber along with us, because I want to use those Explorer notes to get some levels on the Saber, and not only for the Saber, but for ourselves, and hopefully the 3 Explorer notes that I know of on the way will get us past that 63 threshold, so we can go from the Trank Arrow era into the Trank Darts era. Guys, I know it's a really long intro. Without further ado, let's get into this episode. Really excited. On top of that, guys, if you're enjoying this one, make sure to smash that like button for me. On top of that, if you're brand new to the channel or you're already enjoying my content, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out. And I'll see you guys over on Herbivore Island. I gotta say, guys, especially in the water, this thing moves so quickly. I'm actually kind of curious. I wonder if we decided to actually put a like an oxygen like a scuba tank on us, How would this thing do in caves? Because this thing, like, just moves so quickly. On top of that, too, if you're deciding, like, I don't really want to be in the water, I want to be in the air, like, look, just in the air, and now we could just glide literally all the way over there. Like, it's absolutely crazy. And I don't know where it moves faster. Does it fly faster, or does it swim faster? Because this thing overall just, oh my god, is so, so quick. I am absolutely loving the Maywing. It's definitely one of my favorites that they brought over in Genesis Part 2. And using it on other islands and everything, too, on other arcs, is probably going to be really, really cool, too. I could only imagine, not only on here, but maybe using it on Extinction would be pretty good to get around. And just overall, like, it's just so, so quick. I'm really liking this thing. But we're pretty much right here, ready to go. This is one of the first stops that I wanted to make. We're going to kind of just drop ourselves right here. Get out the saber so we can actually get some levels on the saber along with ourselves too. Just gonna be really, really nice to do that. But oh my gosh, this thing moves so quick. I absolutely love it. Anyways, there's 3 total explorer notes over here, so like if you're looking to get a few levels nice and quick, this is where you're gonna want to go. First one I believe is right on over here. I might have skipped one already, but we'll kind of backtrack if need be. There should be one right here. Yep. I'm going to slowly go over this in case. There we go. We'll take that one. Sabertooth got a level, not us. All right. We have another one in here. There we go. Number 2. And it looks like we got a level finally. That's good. And then I think the third one is... It could be further down. Oh, no, it's right here. It's right here. Okay, there's the 3. They're all really packed really, really close to each other, too, which is really, really nice. Okay, so we got 3 Explorer notes right away. I have a total of 2 levels already, so that'll put us at 60. Not too shabby. For right now, I'm just going to put them into Fortitude. But level 60, let's just take a look what we can actually get. So let's kind of scroll all the way down here. I just kind of want to see what the level Trank darts are. Hopefully we can get that done in... Yeah, 62. Okay, we're level 60, so we have 2 more levels to go. That's not too bad. We might be able to just grab 1 more Explorer note, and that'll be that. But still not that bad, honestly. 2 levels from 3 Explorer notes is actually pretty damn good. I'm trying to think if there's any, like, right in this area. I don't think so. I think I have to go a little bit that way, don't I, for the next Explorer note. I guess on our way to... Well, there are a couple on Herbivore Island, right? So actually, that might not be a bad play right now. Let's actually get the levels in the Sabertooth and see... Oh my god, I got 6 levels. I'm kind of wondering if I do a combination. The health is really bad. That's the issue. So maybe we do 6 levels into health and kind of see where it lands. Yeah, 3,000 health. Okay, that's not too bad. I'm actually going to cryo him up. I know... Oh, God. Totally messed that up, but that's fine. We're going to put Chris away at this point. I know we'll lose the XP and everything on Chris, but that's okay. We're now more focused on us specifically. But let's kind of keep moving. Now, this thing is just... I love the thing. I cannot get over how much I like this thing. Like, it's so quick in the water. Like, it's definitely faster than, like, the Sarco. Like, 100%. It's got to be the fastest underwater... Tame, period. And then on top of that, like, just flying-wise, it's got to be one of the fastest flyers, too. Like, it's just, well, it's a glider, I know, but, like, this thing moves. This thing really moves. I apologize to you guys. It's raining right now in the game, so the visuals isn't going to be 100% the best, but it is what it is. I was thinking about making a raft and kind of working my way over here, but I feel like the raft would take the entire episode just to get over here. But instead, we are here in legit... 5 minutes, so not too bad. And there's a couple of Explorer notes here. I'll let the Maywing, now, you know, we'll bring the Saber back out for these Explorer notes, too. There's like 2 or 3 over here, I'm pretty sure. So let's kind of land here, and we are at Herbivore Island. I love this spot. Probably we'll do, ooh, is that a lead sickness? Ooh, it is. Wow, okay. All right, let's get the Saber out here. See if we can kind of run around with the Saber, get a couple of Explorer notes, because why not? I think there's one out here, if I'm not mistaken. The one downside with the Saber is it's really slow in the water. So trying to cross and get over here with the Saber was just never going to happen. Oh, it's not this island. I guess it's this island. And at least the lead sickness won't come after us. They only seem to go after, like, if you're in a boat or something like that. So, not sure how that works with the canoe. But, yeah, who knows. Alright, anyways, let's kind of keep going. Oh my god, that's so scary, just seeing a big fin like that. Oh my god, that thing is... Imagine if that thing just normally attacked you. That would be, like, scary. Like, they're not that bad as long as you, As long as you don't have a boat with you. Honestly, they're not too bad to deal with. But if you have a boat, they'll destroy everything. Definitely curious, but I don't want to test it out. How they work with canoes and stuff. I feel like there's one over here, right? I thought there was an explorer node over on this side somewhere. I thought there were like a total of 3. And I always felt like there was one like right in this area. Alright, let me look around the island. I know there's at least 1 or 2, and then we'll kind of look for our Ankies and stuff like that at that point. Alright, here it is. I knew there was another one here. And then there's one a little bit further up. So let's grab this one. This is for the Hesperornis. And let's see, we're almost at our next level, which is nice. I haven't had a chance to look at any of the Pteranodons here, too. That might actually be a good option to actually get one of those, because they're relatively easy to knock out. I have the net gun with me, which is pretty good, too. And knocking out all these creatures over here is going to be relatively easy, but if we can find ourselves an Anky and a Pteranodon over here, we're going to be looking pretty good. Maybe even a Phiomia, because we definitely have to get into crops and stuff fairly soon, but... kind of running around here and everything, there are a ton of Ankies right now, so hopefully we'll be able to find a really good one. But let me find this last Explorer note, which I think is right around here, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, I see it. It's right here. It's nice and tucked. I think I passed this spot like 4 or 5 times already, but let's see. Can we get up there? Yes, we can. Perfect. Okay, and this is for the Megalania, and hopefully, okay, good, it gave us a level. So we are at level 61, so we are 1 level away. Let's just put that into Fortitude again. Again, I am going to have to do a mind wipe at some point, because, of course, getting the 1 level in crafting is irking me a bit. But I'm going to take a look around the area, because I feel like there's 1 more Explorer net. I always thought there were... There's either 3 or 4 on here, and I feel like I'm missing one. I don't know why. I feel like I'm missing one. And I feel like it's over on this side somewhere. So let me take another quick look. Sorry, guys. I'll bring it back in a second when I do find this thing. Or I'll just give up. I'm not really sure. And you guys can let me know in the comments down below where the last one is. I do feel like there's 1 more I'm missing, though. So let me have a quick look around here and see what I can find. Alright, guys. So I've been doing this for about a half an hour at this point. I have found a few Ankies and whatnot, but unfortunately, they're not really too crazy high level. Best one I found so far is a level 80, and to be honest, I'm looking for higher levels, 130s, 135s, 40s, 45s, 150s. I think what we're going to do is I'm going to make 1 more pass around here just to see if there's anything that may have... Ooh. It's a 130 Pteranodon. That's not too bad. Ooh, and 125. Wait, male and female? Nah, one's male, one's male. Okay. This one's not too shabby, actually. Do we really need a Pteranodon? I don't know. I'm gonna wait to see. I don't know. Let me think that over, because I wasn't really expecting to see a high-level one. I'm also looking for a high-level Phiomia. Now, I don't need a high level. It's just... if I'm going to be hunting for it, I might as well get a higher level one. I've been getting all low levels. I think the best one I came across so far was 115, and I ended up killing it. I probably should have kept it. That would have been more than enough. Let's see kind of what we have here, because we are in the realm at this point. Ooh, that's not bad. We are at the realm at this point that because with this level that we're getting right now, yeah, I think this is Trank Darts at 62, if I'm not mistaken. Either 62 or 63. I think it's 62. So we're looking pretty good at this point, honestly. It definitely opens up more. Yeah, and we can get the Argent too, which is definitely good. And it looks like we can get the Snow Owl at this point too. So it definitely opens up a lot of doors for us when it comes to Tames and everything like that. I'm liking the Saber, but at the same time, like, it does not pack a punch. So to be honest, I think our next land mount and everything is going to be a fighter. It's definitely going to be something really, really good. in the Thyla department, Shadow Mane department, maybe a Carno, something like that. Just something that wallops a little bit more of a punch than the Saber, because, don't get me wrong, the Saber's pretty good, but, like, it just takes a while to kill a lot of things. And I'm a little nervous going up against, like, Stegos with it and everything like that. And honestly, I just feel like, I don't know, maybe it is the time to kind of go Shadow Mane hunting, or at least get to that kind of point. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make one more round here. If I do find anything, I'll bring you guys back. If not, I think we're going to explore other options, because I've given this area a decent amount of time, and just nothing's really coming in. So I think we'll just explore all the different regions. But what's really, really nice about this area is there is a lot of metal here. There's a lot of, just a lot of dinos in general. But also, too, you get loot drops here. And we're going to grab this one. I kind of want to see what we get. Now, it is a blue drop, but, you know, it could potentially have something good. Who knows? It could be a crop plot, though, at the same time. But we'll kind of see what we actually get out of this. I really, really like this spot. I really like Herbivore Island. It's just really far out from everything, which is why it wouldn't really be the best area to build in. Iguanodon Saddle, that's not bad. And then the lance. I never have a use for a lance, but it's totally okay. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of Stegos. That's the issue. I think I'm going to come across that 120 again, and if I do, the 120 Pteranodon, 130 I think it was actually, not 120, I think I'm going to knock it out. Yeah, I think we could start out with a Pteranodon as a flyer, would be pretty good. Ooh, there's an Anky here. Ooh, we're getting event Ankies. Come on, be a good one. Really? 15? Come on, you in the back. I'm going for it. You know what? That's 100. I'm going for it. That's good. That's good enough for me. It's not the best. It's definitely not the best, but it's not the end of the world. Now, okay, I think this is the Pteranodon too, if I'm not mistaken, right? No, that's the 100. There's a 120, 130. I gotta try to track that down. But I think I want to give the Ankies the priority right now. So let's actually go for the Anky first. Then we could worry about the Pteranodon if need be. If not, it's not the end of the world. We already have a Pteranodon saddle, which is why I'm kind of like thinking like, yeah, we might as well go for it kind of thing. But let's see. Do you have anything on you? No. Okay, that's fine. Fluffs, you have plenty of stuff. I have Candy Cane just in case. As it was sitting here, it was actually giving me some eggs, which is kind of funny because one of them was extraordinary. So we have extraordinary kibble. Which is kind of funny. So I'm going to take these trank darts, I'm going to take the stone arrows, and I'm going to take this just in case. And then I guess we'll use the net gun if need be. Like if it starts heading towards the water and stuff like that, then that's what we'll do. But I'm going to bring Candy Cane out instead for this portion of it, because I can always use the buck kick basically to induce torpor and everything to on this thing. So we'll kind of see how this goes. Hopefully we can knock it out. It is in a bit of a worrying spot. Where'd it go? Oh, it's further down. Oh, it's actually in the worst spot now because it's around the two Brontos. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna have to wait a second. Then we'll start knocking this thing out. I'm just gonna wait a little bit. Unless, ooh, are you the good Pteranodon? I don't think you are. Ooh, you are. Of course, you landed. Oh, man. All right, I'll have to keep an eye on both of these things. We're going to get both of these. We're definitely going to get both of these. It's just a matter of which one first. Oh, wait, that's the male, right? Yeah, and that one's a male. All right, I'll have to keep an eye on both of these, and we'll kind of see which we're going to knock out first. The Anky, which is kind of in the middle of the Brontos right now, so I'm a little concerned. I don't know, if this Pteranodon lands, I can use the net gun on it. And we should be able to knock it out, no problem. Actually, here we go. Looks like he's actually coming on down, so I guess you're going to be fur... Nope. Alright, we'll see what happens. Alright, Pteranodon's first, it looks like. There we go. Should only take a few shots to knock it on out, honestly. 1, 2... Out. I like that they don't really get an animation or anything when they end up passing out and everything, versus like the traditional like knocking out. They just kind of fall over. This is really funny, honestly. I think it's really, really funny. But anyways, we're actually gonna have to kill a stego or two for some prime meat. I actually just realized that. Yeah, this Anky might have to wait a minute, honestly, because it's just It's surrounded by Brontos, and I just can't do that right now, honestly. If I could find a Stego right now, that would be wonderful, though, because I am going to need some prime meat. And I think out of everything here that I'm willing to go after, the Stego is probably the best option. 85, no. And 30, but it's near the other one, so I think I gotta go for that one all the way up there. That's a level 10, that's perfect. And then what I'll do is I'll actually knock it out with the butt kick, and then I'll just kill it on my own. I think that's probably the best play here, but we'll see how this goes. Alright, so we get the prime meat and everything on the Pteranodon. I think what we're going to do is... This might be the best spot to actually knock it out in. What I might try to do is just shoot it once, kind of lure it over here, and then just use the net gun. That might be the best play, only because... yeah, we're not really going to have a crazy amount of time with this, but at the same time, if it goes into the water, we're kind of screwed. So I think that's what we're going to do to get started here. So let's say... And then I'm going to kind of lure it over to me. This feel me, better get out of the way. And good. Oh, did I get it? Oh, and I have this thing after me. Oh my god, this is like the worst timing. Alright, there we go. Sweet. Let's get right next to this guy and just start doing this nice and quick. Hopefully that'll knock it out kind of quick. Alright, it's out. I don't know if I actually hit it, though. That was my worry. No, I actually did perfect with it. Wow. Okay, I did not expect to get that perfectly, but awesome. So what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to kill this one, just so it doesn't wake on up and try to kill us. And it shouldn't take much to kill it. I think it's like a level 15. There we go. Got a little XP for myself. Alright, now we have to get a ton of berries for this Anky, because this Anky is going to take a while to wake on up. What I probably will have to do in the process, too, is also get some narcotics for it, too. Some narco berries. We'll see. We might not have to, but I might as well just get as much as I can get, just to play it safe. But I think the torpor on it drops really slow. Yeah, and its food's kind of dropping pretty quickly, so we might actually be okay. And it looks like the Pteranodon's almost pretty much ready to be up. I think I mentioned I actually put some narcotics, some narco berries on the Pteranodon just to play it safe. It should have been fine without it, honestly, but again, since I was focusing on the Anky, I didn't want to have any distractions or anything like that. And of course, now we have more Anky spawns, so we'll check these out. I mean, if one of them is a male, I think ours is a female, might as well knock it on out too, because I wouldn't mind an imprinted one. It would actually be pretty cool having an imprinted one, because you can get so much weight on them, honestly, and they're really good, especially imprinted. But we'll see. I'm going to grab a ton of narco berries, ton of measure berries. We should be looking pretty good, honestly. So I'll bring you guys back in a bit once the one Anky is up, and then we'll kind of go from there. Alright, Pteranodon's up. Let's take a quick look at the stats here. We don't really need the stats to be that good, but honestly, I don't know. We'll see what we got. 1209, 405 stam. Oh my gosh. 213 in weight is actually pretty good for a Pteranodon, so I'm actually okay with that. And then like 310 melee, which their melee is like 310 seems good, but 310's only like it'll hit for like 40 damage each time, so it's not really that good. But you don't really need them to be too much of fighters. They're really just to guide Argents and everything into traps, really. We're not really going to be using it too much as a fighter or anything like that, but it will be a good fighter against, like, Stegos and stuff when we need prime meat. But we'll kind of look around here and we'll see, because that Anky's going to take a little bit, so maybe and hopefully there's another Anky here that's a pretty high level, because that would be kind of nice. But if not, it's not the end of the world not having an imprinted Anky. It's not that big of a deal. But if not, I'll bring you guys back once this Anky's fully up. We'll take a look at the stats, and then we'll move on to the Doedicurus, honestly. I think that's pretty much the next one. That's the male. Yeah, okay. All high-level males here, unfortunately. But, well, we have one more. Let's see what we got before... No, all right. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, so I checked Dodo Decks, and it turns out the Anky won't wake up for about a half an hour. So I loaded it with about 300 Measure Berries. It only takes 36, but I thought might as well load it up with a ton of Measures and kind of let it sit there, and we'll grab it eventually. But we're going to go look for a Doed at this point, because might as well use the time productively as opposed to kind of sitting there and just waiting around. So we'll get to that eventually. There is a Doed over here. I'm actually close to base. I had to drop off some scrap metal and stuff. It's a 95, which isn't bad, and it's event colors, but I want to see if we can find something better. And another thing I came across in this area, which is really, really cool, you don't see them a lot on the island, honestly, is an Ovis. It's a level 10, so we'll kind of see if this thing's here for a while. If it is, maybe we'll tame it on up. We do need a few things in order to do it, in order to make the sweet veggie cake to actually tame it, but at a level 10, I feel like we would only need, like, one veggie cake, so I don't really think it would be the end of the world doing it, but, something for a further episode, let's put it that way. So, for now, I'm gonna look around, I'm gonna see if I can find a Doedicurus or something like that, and then also, too, like, we'll head towards the snowy area, because who knows, maybe we'll also come across a Mammoth, too, at that point, which would be pretty cool. Doedicuruses tend to be in, like, the mountainous areas, so, yeah. We'll kind of look around, we'll see what we can find, and go from there. Hopefully we find a pretty nice leveled one. Ooh, you are really nice. What level are you? Nah, 90. Nah. Alright guys, so we're up here in the frozen biome, and I actually came across a 140 Mammoth. We're definitely getting this thing. I really want this. I just have to see kind of where the border ends, because we are currently frozen. Our health's going to start dropping here in a few. So I kind of want to see how far I kind of have to take this thing. Oh boy. Wolves and sabers. Okay. Yeah, not the best bet here. Let's see if I can kind of lure everything over to a couple mammoths. Maybe if I do this, we'll be okay. And then hopefully they go after that mammoth or something. I don't really know what's going to happen, but we'll kind of hope that they can kind of steal the show there and end up killing them. Anyways, let's kind of work ourselves this way. I might be forced to actually tame this thing all the way out here. I'm going to try to kind of lure it away from everything else. And there's a Spino. Okay. There's not really anywhere else. Unfortunately, this might have to be the spot to start taking this thing out in. So, let's see how we can do this. Unfortunately, I can't shoot off the back of this thing. So I am going to have to switch over to probably the Sabertooth would be the best bet. Although it's not the best in the health department, yeah, I think it'll be okay. I think we'll be good. Do I need any of this stuff? I need that. I'll take that. Take that, I'll take that, I'll take that, I'll take that, just in case. Take that, and that. And I think we're pretty good here. Okay, so we have a Calico here. I think we'll be okay. How are we looking out here? What happened to all the wolves and stuff? It looks like they're still taking on the mammoths and stuff. Oh god, it looks like they're destroying the one mammoth. Okay. Alright, I guess we're gonna kind of get started here, because I'm already losing health. So that might be the best bet, just to kind of lure it this way, maybe, would be the best bet. And hope that nothing comes and kills it. Let's put it that way. So, let's see how this goes. Last thing I need is the Calico to attack me right now. Of course, it's going to pace me right on it, so let's kind of get this started with him just to get rid of it. There we go. I think we're going to slowly run around with this thing and basically, hopefully have that torpor just build up on it. I don't know how many shots this is going to take, but I feel like it's going to take a lot. Maybe luring it through the woods might not be the worst thing in the world. I wonder if it can get over that. If it can't, we might be okay. It doesn't look like it can, so actually, we might be okay here. It can get over. Never mind. Oh god, we have a saber here. it's a couple sabers. Oh, jeez. Alright, there we go. And it should have taken out the other saber. Yep, there we go. Sweet. Alright, looks like it's on the run now, so hopefully we can knock this thing on out. There is a scorpion over there, so you know what? Let's get rid of the scorpion first. Let that torpor build up on it. Sweet, okay. And this is a really good spot if we could actually keep it, like, right here. Doesn't seem like there's a lot around. Uh-oh. And it's out, sweet. Awesome. Okay, so what I actually have to do is I gotta quickly look around here, because if those oh god, the wolves are here. Alright. What level is one of the wolves? Pack leader's 95, and there's only 2. So you know what? I think we could take it on. If I can get rid of this one first. Maybe not. Oh boy. Alright, I think we'll be okay. Oh, did we kill both? Oh, sweet, okay. Alright, that actually went a lot better than I thought. I thought that was going to be a bit of a pain. Oh my god. I saw the blue tusks, and I could have sworn that was something attacking it. Oh my gosh. Alright, at this point, I think what I have to do is just bring out Candy Cane. And just get a ton of berries for this thing. And then I think what we're going to do is, with the Doedicurus, I think at this point, I've been looking around for a little bit before finally finding this mammoth. I think at this point, I'm actually pretty okay with, I'm gonna put Chris on neutral there. I think I'm pretty okay with that level 95 one that we saw before. It's been a while between the clips and everything like that, and I haven't found any. I've had a really, really hard time finding just Doedicuruses in general, but the 95 actually has been the highest one. Oh god, I did not mean to hit him. Ah, damn it. I had a feeling, too. I was like, why am I going for this one? There are so many other berry bushes around. Why am I going for that one specifically? But it is what it is. No big deal. Hopefully we're already out of range. Nah, it doesn't look like it. Gonna have to kind of keep going around here, but we'll gather some berries in the meantime. Alright, so with measure berries and everything, this mammoth is going to take like 35 years to wake on up to. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to load it up with 221 measure berries and kind of call it a day. We'll come back towards the end of the episode, basically. 220, and yeah, it should be good. It's just going to be here for a while. So let's get Candy Cane on out of here. Let's get Chris on out of here. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to head back over to the Anky at this point. And pick the Anky on up, because the Anky's pretty much ready to go. We have one more cryo, and I think what we'll do is we'll head back towards base, because that's where the Doedicurus is, so we can kind of complete the trifecta at this point. Nah, we don't need any of this stuff, so let's get Fluffs out here to get us back to base. You know what I'll do, actually? Let's go get the Doedicurus first, and then while the Doedicurus is knocked out, we'll go get the Anky. I think that makes the most sense. So I'll see you guys back near base where we can get this level 95 Doedicurus. Alright, all on one glide total. We pretty much got all the way back to where this Doedicurus is. I love the Maywing. Oh my gosh. There is a Carno down here, or at least I just heard flying over it. Nah, it's a 45. We're not going to deal with that. It is what it is. No big deal. The Doedicurus should be over here. Now, out of the 3, oh. Hi. I don't know what level they are, but we're just going to kill them. I think it's in level 80. Oh, 40. Okay, you know, so not worth it anyways. Okay, so our Doedicurus should be, yeah, he's right on over there. I would say out of the 3, the Doedicurus is probably the hardest to knock out, only because we're using trank arrows, and you kind of have to play your cards right when doing this. It's a bit tough because of its health and everything like that, and it'll end up going into the little, like, cryo bowl. It'll go into its own little ball, basically, if the health gets really, really low. But this is where Candy Cane's really, really going to help us out, honestly, because Candy Cane can still inflict torpor to it at a decent rate, so I think we'll be okay, honestly, taking this thing on out with Trank Arrows, but we'll see how we do. We have 26 total. The other thing we need to make sure of, too, we have to make sure not to actually hit the actual shell. You have to actually hit the Doedicurus, like in the head or legs, basically, is where you want to get the best shot on this thing. What I'm going to do is I'm basically going to do one shot and kind of lure it around, so it will gain a little bit of health back and everything like that, but also, too, that torpor takes a while to build on up, so now it just really comes down to me getting the correct shots and everything. And missing, apparently, 2 times. What I've also done is I brought a little bit of narcotic just in case, so I'm actually going to use all that right now just to make a few more arrows just in case here. So we should be okay in knocking this thing out. It's really just a matter of the health and whatnot on this thing. We'll see how we do. We're looking pretty good so far. I think we'll be totally okay, but we'll see what happens. And it looks like it's on the run at this point, so we'll see how this goes. Looking pretty good, though. There's nothing really bad in the area or anything like that. Now it's just a matter of getting the hits in, because I apparently cannot hit this thing worth of anything. Alright, we're getting off the Equus. I feel like I could do a little bit better doing it this way. Just need to be careful that there's nothing really in the area here. I'll have the Equus follow me. Just makes things a little easier. And it's out. Sweet. Alright, it's going to take a little time for her to wake on up and everything too, so let's round up some measure berries, and then we'll kind of put it in our inventory, and then we'll kind of go around and just pick... we'll just pick up everyone at this point. So we're there. Let's see, 25% on the Mammoth so far, not too shabby. So first things first, let's get a little bit of measure berries on this one. Honestly, let's just put 244 is fine. We don't really need that many, honestly. They shouldn't wake on up or anything like that. All the torpor on these things drops really slow. So at this point, what we're going to do is we're going to put Candy Cane back. And we're actually going to head over to the Anky and pick her on up and bring her back to base at this point, because we don't really have a lot of cryos to work with here, which is another thing I definitely have to get the ball rolling on, honestly. Nah, we don't need all that. I'll take the Narcos. Alright, let's take the Narcos, let's head over to the Anky, and let's pick her on up. So, off to Herbivore Island, guys. Alright guys, let's pick up the first of the 3 utility tames. There is our Anky, perfect tame at 149. Let's take a look at the stats again. Not going too crazy with the stats, it is what it is. Wow, okay. 3220 in health, 490 stam, 360 weight, and 303 melee. That's actually pretty good, honestly. For originally a level 100, that's actually really good. I'm not sure if I want to go for a male and breed them or anything. I think it would be kind of cool, but at the same time, it's not something I'm going to be looking at, like, right away. We'll kind of figure it out and see, honestly. But let me kind of go in here. Let me track the other one, too. Kind of see how the Doedicurus is doing. At this point, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to head on back to base, because I'm going to drop off the Saber. I'm going to drop off the, Candy Cane. I'm going to drop off the, Anky, only really because I need the cryo space. We only have 4 cryos right now. I do have the engram for cryopods and everything. It's just a matter of gathering the materials and taking care of that. So we'll see and everything like that. But looking pretty good so far. We got 1 out of the 3 all good to go. I will mention that, yes, the Strider is another really good utility dino. The biggest downside, and the reason why I'm not including it in this episode, is because you actually cannot cryopod it or anything like that. So it would take forever and a day to get back to base and whatnot. So we might get a Strider eventually. I think what we would do is, once we get the Strider, we would leave it on Genesis 2, unless that's something that they do change in the future, that you are able to cryopod them. But I would also like to get a few missions done and everything, too, because I think at this point we only have 3 total. I'd have to double check, but I think we have only a couple of missions done, so we wouldn't really be able to get a high level Strider. So we'll kind of worry about that in the future. And yes, obviously there are more utility tames, especially just from the top of my head, kind of thinking the Roll Rat's obviously a very good one. The Ravager is actually pretty good too. Maybe not necessarily for resources and everything like that, but actually holding on to them and being like really good backpacks and stuff. They're really good in that department. But like these are the core 3 that I always go with, which is the Anky, the Doedicurus, and the Mammoth, and everything else from there. I mean, when it comes to Thatch, yeah, there's a couple of dinos that you can get for Thatch gathering and stuff like that, but overall, like, those are really the core 3, or at least in my opinion, those are the core 3 that you need. A good wood gatherer, a good stone gatherer, and a good metal gatherer really is, in my opinion, the main things that you need, at least in early game ARK. So let me drop this one on off. I'll wait till the Mammoth and the Doedicurus are up. Then we'll kind of go over stats and everything like that. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright, Doedicurus is up. And finally, the Mammoth is up. Alright guys, now that we're back here at base, we have all 3 of our utility dinos. We have ourselves the Mammoth, who's going to be our wood gatherer, the Doedicurus, that's going to be our stone gatherer, and the Anky going to be our metal gatherer. So we've already checked the stats on the Anky. Let's check the Mammoth and the Doedicurus. So here's what we have. 5440 in health, 1683 in stamina, 720 weight, and 254 melee. So it's not bad. It's okay. This wouldn't be a Mammoth that I would breed into like a boss fighter or anything, so I'm not really too concerned. The stats are okay, but they're not amazing. If we do end up finding a female, maybe I'll breed them just to get the imprinted stats, but it's not the end of the world. Moving on, we have our Doedicurus, which it was a level 95, so I'm not really expecting much out of this one. 3519 in health, 840 stam, 415 in weight, which is actually pretty good for a 95. And then 268 melee damage. Again, kind of the same thing with this one. Not amazing, not, you know, whatever. But if we find a male, maybe I'll go ahead and breed them because imprinted ones are better. They're not necessarily, like, necessary. But, yeah, it might actually turn out to be a pretty good one. But then finally we have our Anky, which I believe we went over the stats for, but I'm going to go through it again. 3220 in health. 490 in stam, 360 weight, and 303 melee damage. Now, the Anky is the only one with an upgraded saddle. This one's Mastercraft that we ended up finding on Gen 2 in the stream. I believe that was in the stream. I could be wrong. But the other two, the Doedicurus and the Mammoth, both have primitive saddles. But guys, overall, we have the 3 here. You guys get to choose the name, so let me know in the comments down below what you would like these dinos to be named. Just make sure, as you're naming the dino, just put, like, if you have a name for the Ankylosaurus, just put Anky, Ankylosaurus, dash, and then give me the name, so I know which dino you're referring to when you give me your name options. But guys, overall, that is going to wrap up today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, smash that like button, questions, comments, leave it down below. If you're new to the channel or you're already enjoying my content but you just haven't hit that subscribe button yet, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out. And I'll see you guys in the next one.